Hi, I'm Sophia. Last week I fixed up this old concrete pillar and now I am transforming it into a textured tree using cement and paint. But as I was working on it, I realized I wasn't just fixing a pillar. I was remembering a part of myself I thought I had lost. So, while I work, I'd like to share the story of how this journey brought me back to my teenage self and how sometimes when we rebuild old places, we quietly rebuild ourselves too. 15 years ago, if you had asked me what I wanted to do with my life, I probably would not say banking, risk management, spreadsheets, or corporate controls. I would have said I wanted to create. As a teenager, I loved making things with my hands. I would draw, build, paint, imagine entire worlds. There was something deeply satisfying about turning ordinary materials into something beautiful. Then, life happened. Like many of us, I slowly started choosing security over curiosity. I studied economics, I built a successful career, I became good at managing risks, solving problems, and making sure everything stayed under control. From the outside, everything looked responsible, but somewhere along the way, I forgot the version of myself who wasn't afraid to get her hands dirty. Fast forward 15 years. I left my old life behind and moved to Portugal, with no guarantees about what would happen next. It has been one of the hardest and most uncertain chapters of my life, but it has also become the chapter where I started remembering who I really am. This place is Casa Grande, yoga and art residency that is slowly being brought back to life by volunteers from all over the world. Every wall, every room, every little improvement carries someone's fingerprints. This pillar was one of those projects. It started as an ordinary concrete column in a storage room, functional but lifeless. I wanted to experiment. With some cement, simple tools, my own hands, and a lot of trial and error, I sculpted the surface into a texture of a tree. There was no perfect plan. I had never done anything exactly like this before. There were mistakes. Some parts didn't work the first time. Some details had to be reshaped. Some moments made me question whether the idea actually looked good in the end. But that's what creating is, right? You don't always know the outcome, but you trust the process anyway. As I was shaping cement with my hands, something unexpected happened. I realized I wasn't just fixing a pillar, I was reconnecting with a version of myself I had not seen in years. The curious teenager who could spend hours making something simply because it felt exciting. The girl who wasn't asking whether she was qualified enough. She was simply creating. Somewhere between responsibilities, expectations, and adulthood, that part of me had become very quiet. Not because she disappeared, just because she had not been invited out for so long time. Every layer of cement felt like removing another layer of fear. Every stroke reminded me that creativity isn't a talent reserved only for artists. It's something we all carry. Sometimes it simply waits patiently until we are ready to come back. When the pillar was finally painted white, it wasn't perfect. If you look closely, you'll probably find the little imperfections. But I don't want to hide them, because they are proof that a human being made it. Someone learning, someone experimenting, someone choosing progress over perfection. This volunteer experience has taught me something I wasn't expecting. Sometimes, rebuilding a place is also rebuilding yourself. Every repaired wall, every painted surface, every handmade detail quietly asks the same question: who are you becoming while you are building this? For me, the answer is becoming clearer every day. I'm becoming someone who creates more than she consumes, someone who values experiences over certainty, someone who isn't afraid to try things she has never done before. And maybe that's what healing looks like, not returning to who you were, but rediscovering the parts of yourself that were waiting all along. So this video isn't really about a concrete pillar. It's about coming home, one layer at a time. And then, almost without noticing, one day you'll realize you become someone you once needed, someone who no longer hides behind perfection or fear, someone who is brave enough to let people see the messy, the bold, the creative, and deeply authentic parts of who you are. Not because you are finally perfect, but because you've learned that your imperfections are part of your story. I don't think I'm finished healing. Maybe we never are. But today, I'm no longer trying to become someone else. I'm simply becoming more and more myself. And I hope that one day you'll give yourself permission to do the same.